Okay. So now we will be discussing about parallel lines and transversal. So what are called parallel lines first? Parallel lines. So lines which are non-intersecting. Lines which are non-intersecting, they will never intersect each other. Those lines are called parallel lines. Okay? So non-intersecting lines are called parallel lines. They will never intersect. So suppose one line is there, AB, another line perfectly straight as AB is there, CD. So two lines are called parallel if they will not intersect with each other. If suppose this line and this line, can it be called as parallel line? Tell me here. Can it be called as parallel line? These two lines can be called as parallel line? Never. Why? Because here it is shown that it is not intersecting. But if you will be extending it, it will intersect each other. So it will not be a parallel line. Right. So two lines are called parallel lines if they are drawn in such a way that they will never be intersecting each other. Even at infinite point, they will not be intersecting. Understood? Like these two lines are pakka parallel lines. These two edges, these lines will go uphill, crossing C and other US and other places it will be crossing. That also will cross, but never they will be intersecting. Okay? Right. So these two lines are called parallel lines. Now, transversal. So the line, straight line which is passing through the two parallel lines, which will be having intersecting point in both lines, will be called as transversal. If it is crossing only one line, then it will not be called as transversal. Understand first. Well, understand that when we are studying about parallel lines and transversal, so here lines are given. Lines means more than one line will be there. 100%. Okay, more than one line, then only lines. So you can say that these two lines are parallel only when there will be two or more lines. For one line you cannot call that it is a parallel line. Yes or no? Okay. So any other line, you can say E and F, which will be intersecting, those two lines will be called as transversal, will be called as transversal. It should be a straight line only. It should not be like this and then like this. Correct? It should be a straight line. Understood? Then it will be called as a transversal. Right. So you can say these two are parallel lines. Right. This is called transversal. Now in this transversal, wherever there will be a two line and one transversal will be there are some specific properties which we need to remember compulsorily. On the basis of those properties, either you will be able to prove. Suppose those properties are getting proved, it means these are parallel line. If these are parallel line, those properties will be there. So what are those properties? Listen first. This angle, angle E, let us name it. Angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4, angle 5, angle 6, angle 7 and angle 8. I have given name because on the basis of these angles we are going to specify some of the properties. So now the very first thing, we are taking it granted that AB and CD are parallel lines. Okay, so AB and CD are parallel lines. Parallel is denoted in this way. Okay, these are parallel lines. Suppose it is parallel, so it will be denoted in this way. Somewhere if it is perpendicular, then it will be written like this. So then don't confuse. Okay. Now, if AB and CD are parallel lines, then this 1 and 6 1 and 6, 4 and 8, similarly 2 and 5 and 3 and 7 are called corresponding angles. Are called corresponding angles. Compulsorily you have to remember. So, what? First property, if AB and CD are parallel and EF is a transversal, as shown in figure. Which figure? This figure. Okay. Then, first, corresponding angles are equal. So, corresponding angles are equal. What are corresponding angle? So, for angle 1, angle 6 is the corresponding angle. Okay. For angle 1, angle 8 is not the corresponding angle. Understand? For angle 2, angle 6 will not be the corresponding angle, or angle 7 will not be the corresponding angle. Okay? Corresponding angles are equal. So angle 1 is equal to angle 6, angle 4 is equal to angle 8, angle 2 is equal to angle 5, and angle 3 is equal to angle 7. Understood? Okay. This is first point. Second point. Alternate interior angles are equal. Alternate interior angles are equal. That I will tell you which one it is. Alternate interior angles are equal. So angle 3 and angle 6 are called alternate interior angle. Because interior means inside those two parallel lines. Alternate means one after another. Okay, so this angle 3 and angle 6, angle 4 and angle 5. These are called alternate interior angles. So alternate interior angles are equal. Okay, so angle 3 is equal to angle 6. Similarly, angle 4 is equal to angle 5. Understood? Okay. Third, interior angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. Okay, so this is interior angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. Darshan, what is supplementary angles?
The sum of two angles are
180 degree. If the sum of two angles you are getting 180 degree, those two angles will be called as supplementary. So this third point says interior angles on the same side of the transversal means angle 3 and angle 5. Interior angle, so this angle 3 and 5, angle 4 and 6, these are interior angles. Now, when you went for angle 3 and angle 6, it became alternate interior angles. Now, interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Same side means this side only, this side only. So, angle 3 plus angle 5 will be equal to 180 degree. Angle 4 plus angle 6 will be equal to 180 degree.
So, shall we write as for third interior angles on same?
Sum of interior angles. Okay.
For that shall we write as?
Where we are writing the R supplementary. So it means it is, you can say R supplementary means sum only.
For the big sentence shall we write co-interior angles on supplementary?
Co-interior angles. Okay, no problem. Co-interior angle means same side. Okay, what I am writing? Interior angles on the same side of the transversal. In this way also you can write, or co-interior if you are telling, it means also same side. It means also same side. Okay, so here what it will be? Angle 3 plus angle 5 is equal to 180 degree. Then angle 4 plus angle 6 is equal to 180 degree. These are the three major properties of parallel lines and a transversal. Okay, so in both ways, in many axioms and theorems are given. In that axioms and theorems, only these things only are there. So if these two are parallel line, this property will be there. If these two are if these two are parallel line and one transversal, then this is the property. Okay. In another case, you will be given that these properties, any one of the property, if it is satisfying, then we need to prove that whether the lines are parallel or not. Understood or not? If Ram is equal to Syam, so once it will be given that Ram is having so and so, Ram is equal to Syam, and Syam is equal to Bharat, like this. Okay, another time it will be given Ram is equal to Bharat and Bharat is equal to Syam, but same thing it is there. So in this case, two types of questions will be asked. One type of question in which you are given two parallel lines. You need to find, by utilizing this property, some of the angles. Okay? Now, another type of question will be, you will be given this type of property, any one of the property. It's not that in parallel line, you need to go for proving all the three property. Any one it is proving, you can prove that these lines given are parallel lines. Okay? These lines given are parallel lines. Right? Okay. So can we go and solve some of the questions from exercise 6.2? Okay. Right, we will be solving some of the questions from exercise 6.2 based on this one. This is the important part in this chapter. Okay, this is very important and it's going to be utilized in many places in geometry. Okay, so pay attention, not only this one, when we will be going for triangles and all, and we will be studying some similar angles, similar triangles, congruent triangles. Okay, at that time also. Right. So let us solve one or two questions here. Let us start from that first question itself. So exercise 6.2. Question number 1. So what is question number 1? So two parallel lines are given to us. Find the values of x and y and then show that AB is parallel to CD. We are not given actually. Here we are not given that lines are parallel or not. So we are given just two lines, A and B. And another line we are given C and D. Okay. And one more transversal line is given to us, but we do not know. Okay, and this angle is given to us as 50 degree, and here another angle is given to us as x, then y, here it is y, and another angle it is given to us as 130 degree. Okay, right, very good. So now, what it is there? Question number 1, it is saying find the values of x and y. So we need to find the values of x and y, and we need to prove that AB is parallel to CD. Okay?
X is equal to 130.
Right. So now what it is there, you can see here.
Linearity.
It is 50 degree. It is 50 degree. Okay. Right. Now from here what you are finding? You are finding that y and 130 both are vertically opposite angles. Yes or no? Both are vertically opposite angles. So vertically opposite angle means what? Both are equal. It means y is equal to 130 immediately. Correct or not? Y is equal to 130 degree. So it is equal to 130 degree. Any doubt? But no doubt. So y has become 130 degree. Okay. Here, this will be what? 50 degree. So this also will become 50 degree. Yes or no? Okay. From here what you are finding? Okay, y has become 130 degree, correct? Right? Y has become 130 degree. So from here x will become how much? So this total is 180 degree. 180 degree minus 50 degree is 130 degree. So x is also 130 degree. Yes or no? So the value of x and y you have found. Very good. Okay. Now this is 50 degree, this is 130 degree. Now sum of interior angles or sum of co-interior angles will be equal to 180 degree. Third property was what? Sum of the interior angles or interior angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. So you can see same side of the transversal, these two angles 130 plus 50 is equal to 180. It is satisfying the property of what? Parallel lines. Property of parallel lines. Another thing you can say, if this is 130, it is 50 degree. So 50 degree, 50 degree, corresponding angles are equal. Any one you have to prove. You need not to go for all the three. Any one corresponding angles are equal. So it will become okay.
Sir, x plus y, x and y are equal, sir.
Which x and y are equal. Alternate interior angles are equal. All the property will be satisfying. Only one property if you are writing, it is proved that AB is parallel to CD. Right or not? All the three properties, if you want to have a check, you can have a check. Understood now? So AB has become parallel to CD. Okay, so you can say as alternate interior angles. X and Y is equal to 130 degree. So AB is parallel to CD.